Operations at the Kenya Pipeline Company involve cutting-edge technology, rigorous safety standards and a dedicated team of professionals. The journey of oil starts at the seas. Here at the Mombasa Port, an oil tanker carrying thousands of barrels of crude oil docks. These pipes stretching across the dock are the critical lifelines of this operation, designed to transfer oil from the tanker into KPC's storage tanks at the Mombasa Oil Terminal. After the oil is safely offloaded, it does not immediately head for the pipeline. First, it undergoes rigorous quality testing to guarantee that only the highest standard of oil moves through KPC's system.
When you're pushing product from here to their stations, we've got our pipes connected to their terminals. We pump over and then they are able to load from their facilities, because now trucks can get into their facilities and then load from there. Next to us is NOC. Then on the left there's Total. Then after that I think we have Shell. Then we have Oil Libya, we have Oilcom. All those are connected to us. So we just pump to them whatever quantity that they need. The same arrangement is in Mombasa. There are some oil companies that have got terminals there. Total has, Oil Libya has, the old oil companies. From here now we pump the product to Nakuru, and now all these oil companies who collect fuel from there, then now they take to their stations. I know people never know that when you go to a station, this product has been picked from KPC. So we ensure, and that's why we can never afford to sleep or blink, because we are charged with a huge responsibility to ensure there's what we call security of supply of product, not only in Kenya, but in the region.
At the time of discharge, the product will be discharged into different tanks. And what I want to point out is that the tanks, again, are grade specific. We have those tanks that are dedicated for MSP, those dedicated for AGO, those dedicated for AG1. GOtv, that is. And once the product has been discharged and the tank is full to the required level, then we will allow the product to settle. And the settling time is a minimum of 3 hours for diesel and petrol. And then for GOtv, again, we say that we are governed by international standards. The product will be allowed for 24 hours minimum. Then the tanks will be drained to remove any water, because in these products you can't miss to get water. Where does the water come from? It comes from the refining process, it comes from the process of condensation, because the air that we breathe in has water. So at the right temperature, that air will condense to generate water. And then that water will settle at the bottom of the tank, which we now remove through a draining process.
At the KPC's advanced laboratory, experts test every batch of impurities, ensuring that only the purest oil continues its journey through the pipeline.
Anytime we receive products from operation, whether from the ship or from the tanks, the first thing we do, we lock in to show that a certain sample has been brought to the lab for a different test. So once they have been locked here, that is the time now we pick it from there. And then we identify what kind of the product this is, and then we start to initiate the test according to that product.
Once the oil is cleared, it begins its journey through KPC's vast network of pipelines, all of which are carefully monitored by the dedicated team in the control room. Here, technology and human expertise meet.
This is our main control system. Yes. This one shows you a summary from now, COSIF, control room, all the stations to Nairobi. Now the first one here, when you check, this one shows you, this is COSIF PS14, this one shows you PS1, this one shows you PS3, this one shows you PS5.
So PS is pump station.
Pump station 5. This one shows you pump station 7. Then here we have a pump station 9, that is JKIA. And then now we have pump station 10, that is the Nairobi terminal. When he's controlling the line, you are able to see when you have started a pump, you are pumping a product from our tanks there. Our tanks, for example, you want to pump AGO. There we talked about PMS, now you can talk about AGO. When he's pumping, you have started our tanks from there, product leaves by gravitation. I know in our houses, water leaves by gravitation to your shower. So the same applies to this. Our tanks are a bit higher, our pumps, they are a bit down. So by gravitation, these pumps, the product will leave the tank to the pumps, and from there, the Nairobi control, it starts the pump at PS1, at pump station 3, at pump station 5, and pump station 7, and then we have the other storage tanks at PS10. So from here, you're able to monitor. Once I start this pump at PS14, I'm pumping the product. The Nairobi Control Center controller, we work concurrently, so that when I start this pump, there's a pressure I'm supposed to give him before he starts this pump. And then this pressure, discharge pressure, will determine when he's starting pump station 3. And that pressure pumping, when it reaches pump station 5, each pressure will determine when he's parking this line to pump all the way to Nairobi.
The officers in the control room ensure that the flow of oil is smooth and uninterrupted, constantly checking pressure levels, flow rates, and overall system integrity. Once the oil reaches KPC's storage facilities, it's carefully stored in these massive tanks, ready for the next stage of its journey. From here, oil is transferred into tanker trucks that will carry it to the fueling stations and industries across the country, ensuring that every drop reaches where it's needed.
We work concurrently in that at GOtv, they have also a view of what I'm seeing here. You see, we are working together, yeah, because they are at the terminal and me, I'm here, but I'm the one now in charge of the discharge. So majorly, not much difference, because this one is concentrated mainly on handling the product from the jetty to the terminal. But at the terminal now, they're concentrated with the main line now. We also have we also move product to the oil marketers. So also at GOtv, they monitor pump overs and now monitor the main line operations.
From the bustling port of Mombasa, oil travels through an extensive pipeline network stretching across the country, reaching Nairobi and beyond to supply regions like Kisumu, Eldoret and Nakuru.
Kikucha kuload mafuta hapa naenda Kericho ama site ya South Rift. So hapa kasi imekuwa mzuri, hakuna msongamano kubwa sana. Sio kama zamani tulikuwa tunalala hapa ndio tuende nyumbani the following day, lakini hapa saa hii tunafurahia.
Sea to station, from pipeline to pump, KPC's operations ensure the uninterrupted flow of energy, powering both daily life and industrial progress.